Okay, today's Tuesday, April the 8th or 9th, something like that. Want to do a quick update on the Monte Carlo. We've got the Vintage Air block-off plate welded in and sealed. We did some touch-up, did a lot of filler work here to make that not perfect, just to make it look very presentable. It's going to be painted a hot rod black, so not like it's going to be base clear or anything. Also, we've got most of the touch-up work done, low spots repaired on the body panels, fenders, of course. Ruffles, potato chips is pretty much the way I describe these things. Should have it. They're ready for another coat of 2K. Doors, a few places, not bad at all. Had some touch up here. You can see the quarters. This here is actually a factory low spot, but I prefer to fill it in. You can see that. Couple low spots across the tail panel. Little extra work there on the window lip. I got the window studs put in for the chrome moldings. Also around the front. Also, here's the hood that's going to have to be used for this car. Unfortunately, this is I think I may have mentioned this before, but this car was blasted using a dustless blasting system that you see advertised on that show, My Classic Car. Well, it usually does a real good job. Unfortunately, it completely destroyed the original hood for this car. Luckily, I had another one that had been stripped and primed already. It was a 72 hood, so it had a hole here for the hood spear for 71, 72. I had to weld that up. It also had a blow-through area, a thin spot here I had to weld up. But overall, it's a pretty good hood. The hood off this car wasn't perfect, but I hated to see it get demolished. Keep that in mind when you're doing any type of blasting. Even the dustless blasting with water and chemical, it will, at least on a Monte Carlo and probably a Chevelle hood would be the same thing. Long, broad metal like that, it will warp. The only way I could see would be turning the pressure way down. They were blasting at 100 PSI. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. But just keep that in mind. They had to pay for a hood. So this car is getting close. Basically, at this point, ready for another coat of 2K. Of course, we won't be putting any 2K on the roof. Just the areas that we repaired. I'll be probably re-priming from about here down. And just to get an extra round of blocking in on the straight areas. This hood will have to be scuffed and primed. Those spots sanded out and made sure there's not any other repairs to be made. Okay, I want to briefly mention, of course it always works out this way. I got a parts car in the other day with a perfect deck lid. So I told him, I said, I'm going to guinea pig this AMD deck lid. I'm not a fan of buying aftermarket sheet metal. I'm not a fan of aftermarket parts. I had a trunk lid I kind of wanted to keep for myself. That's real nice. So, and I didn't have another one. So I told him to buy an Auto Metal Direct. I put it on the car. The fitment is relatively good, I would say. But they really missed the ball game on the design of this trunk lid underneath. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about it on this video. I'm going to do another video comparing the original deck lid to the reproduction. I also am not a fan. I don't think they quite made this thing long enough on this end by probably a 16th or 18th of an inch to me. I'm going to look at my cars and I'll know more by looking at them. But there's a lot of stuff here that's not here that's supposed to be here. And to someone building a correct car, you cannot use this deck lid. AMD claims Concours quality. Well, this is far from it. I talked to someone who does AACA judging, and they said that having an incorrect body panel, probably you'd lose at least 10 points. So keep that in mind. Half the people would never notice it, but I do, and a lot would. So I'll be talking about that more in depth in another video. Anyway, that's the update on the 70 Monte Carlo project. Progress slowed down a little bit due to the auto fair in Charlotte. But the weather's warm now, and we could be seeing paint on door jambs as soon as, possibly as soon as next week. Keep you posted.